Hej, witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku Let's Play The Biuro XCOM Declassified. Jeżeli dobrze to wymawiam, a jeżeli nie, to sorry. Fajka musi być.
Lights. We are at war, and not the one we were expecting. Groom range, 2100 hours. Survivors, 6. In just a few minutes, our enemy managed to destroy the primary strategic command center. By 2130, Strategic Command itself ceased to exist. Our combined military forces have been routed. The comms have gone dark. The red phone will not be ringing. And that is why, as of now, I, Myron Falk, am assuming command of what's left of our nation's defenses. The Bureau was founded to coordinate resistance forces in the event of a complete and successful Soviet invasion. That mission remains the same, even if our enemy does not. We now face an opponent from beyond our world, whose identity is yet unknown. But make no mistake, this enemy has crippled us. They have technology decades beyond what we possess. We must make it our own. Their weapons will become our weapons, and when they do, we shall annihilate them. I give you new orders. Survive, adapt, win. Welcome to XCOM.
A year? Will! You can't go on a year!
I'm sorry, Jules. The country needs me.
Your family needs you.
No! No, I can help them. Let me help them! Will!
Carter! Hey, Will, wake up!
What?
Jesus, Carter. How is it you look worse than before you went to sleep?
Wow, to było niezłe. Czyli jakieś takie prześwity pamięci. Czyżby jego rodzina gdzieś zginęła w pożarze, dym i tak dalej. Dziecko wołało, mama wołała od dziecka, żeby podążało za jej głosem, bo nie mógł jej znaleźć. Co do poprzednich wydarzeń, z tego co zrozumiałem, a może źle zrozumiałem, ale chyba raczej dobrze, biuro zostało założone w wypadku inwazji Sowietów. No tutaj mamy troszeczkę inną sprawę niż Sowieci, mianowicie obcy poza naszego świata i mamy przetrwać, zaadaptować się i wygrać. Broń mamy gorszą od nich, ale możemy być może wykorzystywać broń obcych. Dobra.
I'm fine. And you yelling for me to wake up doesn't help.
I wasn't the one yelling.
I don't usually sleep. I was yelling.
What did I say?
Something about a fire. I don't know. I guess after the morning you had, it makes sense.
No, this wasn't about that. It wasn't about Groom Range.
Well, my guess is you're not the only one having nightmares after this morning. Head shrinking's gonna be a big business after this war. If there isn't after this war. Christ, that was dark. Anyway, Falk's looking for you. Wants you in his office, ASAP.
What does Falk want?
The old man say what he wanted with me?
Guess you don't know him all that well yet. The director doesn't tell anyone anything he doesn't think they need to know.
Well, I guess you can't really hold knocking off for a few against me, seeing as how we seem to be in our office and our quarters.
Yeah, I guess some parts of the emergency plan leave something to be desired. Ah well, it'll be just like college, right?
Yeah, except I stayed in Mrs. Hawthorne's boarding house back in Terre Haute. Had my own bathroom and everything.
Wow, ain't you fancy.
College. Z tego w ogóle co przeczytałem, to William Carter był w wojsku i był chyba przy ataku na Pearl Harbor.
Were you saying something about that radio?
Oh yeah. cheap thing normally just pipes in the company elevator music, but it's been picking up some weird signal. Damned if I know what it is.
Don't we have more important issues to deal with?
Sure, that's why I haven't bothered with it. But if someone on the outside is able to broadcast through that jamming signal, well, it could be important.
Who would know more about this?
Check with Operator Chelsky. She's information officer for the Bureau. Keeps track of communications, arranges contacts, manages what the public hears. The whole deal.
Czyli dostajemy...
I'd better go see what the old man wants.
See you later, Will.
Czyli dostajemy jakieś dziwne komunikaty przez radio i ten ktoś potrafi przebić się przez zakłócenia obcych.
2. Message repeats. 2, 5, 0.
Better make a note of this and talk to one of the radio operators.
9.
You probably ought to run that by Operator Chelsky across
Message
the hall.
repeats.
Might be important.
2, 5, 0.
250 250 November 892 892 250 892 250 892 może to być przydatne.
You the dispatcher?
A little more than that, Agent Carter. I'm Chief Information Officer with the Bureau.
Information officer, what does that mean?
I oversee the dispatchers, but in addition to that, I also manage our public communications and keep our profile low. And for now, my job is also keeping the public from knowing the scope of the threat.
Makes sense.
Because rioting mobs of civilians are the last thing we need right now.
Exactly. You and your agents contain the enemy's attacks, and my operators will keep the public panic level in check.
Okay, impressing.
I'll try not to distract you
impressive.
too much.
As long as you have a good reason. What do you need, sir?
Isn't the enemy jamming all communications?
Yes, most broadcasting equipment is facing heavy interference, cutting effective range down to less than 5% of normal.
Then how are you...
Our equipment is significantly more robust. We're still communicating at approximately 90% of effective range. The best of the best, you know.
Jeszcze mam 90%.
What does the population know?
They're worried about the communications blackout, but our operatives in the major cities are keeping them in line.
Keeping them in line? You make it sound like they've declared martial law.
Nothing as heavy-handed as that, just a series of emergency preparedness tests. They'll be tense, but orderly.
I heard this. O, słyszałem jakiś
Radio's
dziwny
been playing a
sygnał.
strange broadcast. Any idea what it means?
I heard. It's probably an automated weather station nearby, but I suppose it might be instructions for picking up a weaker signal. A clever broadcaster could bypass the worst of the jamming that way.
It could be survivors. We could bring them in.
It's worth checking out. I'll have Operator Hughes run the radio while you give us the data.
First set the range to...
250
Set the range to 250.
Now the direction?
November, czyli myślę, że to jest pierwsza litera N, czyli North.
Set the direction north.
And the frequency?
890.
Set the frequency to 892 megahertz.
Checking ultra-high frequency. Nothing. Wait. What is... It's survivors. They're trying to warn others of the attack.
Reply. Tell them they aren't alone. We'll do what we can to assist.
We'll dispatch someone to help, but we'll also have to make sure they stop broadcasting immediately. We can't risk that information spreading.
As long as they get rescued.
Okej, a przy okazji... O, nie trafiłem. Przy okazji muszę porozmawiać z Folkiem. Tylko gdzie jest Folk? The Thick Folk. Jest. Na górze. Wszystko obserwuję z góry. Ja bym już chciał pójść na jakąś akcję.
You saw what he was capable of.
I did. It's just... his file paints a different picture.
Security installation almost complete.
Speak of the devil.
Carter, good. Agent Weaver is afraid you don't play well with others. I tend to see that as an asset.
To conclude, all signs show a pattern of systemic interference that cannot be explained by known enemies. Excellent work as always.
Come over here, Carter. I'd like a
I'm not
word.
sure what you're suggesting. These activities aren't from the Reds. They aren't from any known source on Earth, so we must examine alternative sources.
Przepraszam bardzo,
Say, aliens? It's more
przepraszam
likely
bardzo, co tutaj gra?
not afford to be caught off guard. Oh, okay, Myron.
Samo to?
You've been working too hard. Take a little time off.
Dobra.
Maybe a vacation and... No.
What do you want from me, sir?
You're not here in this facility by chance. I brought you here quite purposefully. I've been following your career for some time.
2 days, and I will not have you making a laughing stock.
Why me? I've been behind a desk since... well, for a while.
Yeah, but you were a hell of an agent before you sat behind that desk. And what's more, I know what put you behind that desk.
The brass put me there.
Sure, the brass made the call. But it was you who kept yourself there.
I don't need another round of psychobabble. I had enough of that from the company's shrinks after the incident.
It was an accident, Carter. Beyond your control.
Right, yeah. And next you tell me how I can't save everyone.
It's too late for that. But you can save some of them. And right now, that might be enough.
Right. Well, I'm with you, Falk. If only because, for all we know, this clown show you're running here is all that's left of our nation's defenses.
Then that makes you one of the nation's best weapons.
Enemy intel, XCOM strategy.
What's our plan?
Our first order of business is to get this facility running at full capacity. I believe our best shot at defeating an enemy with superior technology is to take that technology from them and make it our own.
And we got the facilities to do that?
We're still finishing construction on the lab, but we've already got one of the best leading the team, Dr. Dressner. And he won't be doing it alone. I'm in the midst of organizing field teams to be sent on recon and recruitment missions for other specialists.
What is this place? I mean, when aliens from another world aren't attacking our planet.
This facility is essentially fulfilling its intended function right now. It was created to respond to a potential invasion on domestic soil.
Do all of these people work here?
No. Typically you won't find much more than a skeleton crew here. But certain carefully selected individuals across all military disciplines are aware of this facility's existence. In the case of a domestic invasion, they're under orders to arrive here.
I never knew about this place.
Well, based on your performance at Groom Range, I'd say that omission was a grievous oversight.
What do we know about the enemy?
Very little. Before this morning, we only knew of scattered oddities. We weren't even sure if they were connected.
Such as?
Deposits of the substance called Illyrium were found in various locations across the nation. There were weather oddities. We received and investigated reports of what we called thinnings. Localized instances where the very fabric of reality itself seemed to be warping, then dissolving.
And this was kept secret?
From whom? The populace? The news would have generated mass panic. No. The circle was kept quite small on this.
I'm heading down to the ready room.
De Silva will meet you there and help you assemble a team. Get moving.
Wypadałoby wreszcie zacząć jakąś misję. No ale dobra, też by wypadałoby się zapoznać. Ze wszystkimi tutaj aspektami całej działalności. No i przy okazji też z naszą drużyną. Nie wiem gdzie teraz. Ten.
Welcome aboard, sir.
Welcome.
What do they look like?
I heard some of them look like us.
No way. I've seen them. They look like some kind of... I don't know, some kind of monsters or something. How's it going, Agent
No i
Carter?
proszę. Wojsko, a my byliśmy w wojsku akurat. Tutaj znowu coś będzie sobie grało samo. Agent De Silva.
The old man just called down. Says one of the scientists is missing. Disappeared, along with his research in high explosives.
Does Falk think he's gone rogue?
Przepraszam.
Maybe. We can't risk a panic. Nils is tracking him down, but you need to get a team ready to help. Quick and quiet.
Select a team. Ale gdzie? A, tu. Select agents for squad. Your squad has access to new equipment. Fajnie. Van Ness. Taki kolega. Na 4 kratki ma Żydko. Ten ma na 3. Teraz tak, oni wszyscy są rank 1. I tak, ten jest jakimś mechanikiem. Toggle abilities view. Aha, ten ma miny. Ten ma critical strike. A ten ma, nie wiem, revive'a czy co? A ten toggle ability views. Add to squad manage agent details. To bym sobie wziął. Manage agent details. Health. Przepraszam. A, jemu się ten odblokowuje. Nieźle. Czyli to jest takie tego. Standard pack. Rifle, to mi się przyda. Critical strike. Perks! No nie mówcie, że ja tutaj perki jeszcze będę dawał. Nieźle. First name, last name. Myślę, że to na razie możemy sobie zostawić. Ja się w takie rzeczy nie będę bawił. Kogo mamy następnego? Austin... Jezus, to jest jakiś Niemiec. Nie, żebym się martwił, ale ten shotgun, on jest raczej na bliską odległość. To tak słabawo. Kto następny? William Carter, ale to my jesteśmy, więc... Pistol, rifle... Abilities, heal. Heals all damage from the entire squad. No i dobrze. Perki. Ej, zaraz. My nie jesteśmy na drugim poziomie, więc raczej nie powinniśmy nic więcej tutaj rozbudowywać. I teraz Van Ness. Van Ness. Health. A co daje Taunt? Przepraszam bardzo. Drawing them out of cover, enter the agent. Aha, Taunt. No to tak jak w LoLu. Nie najgorzej. Nie najgorzej. Ale ja myślę, że sobie wezmę pam. Wezmę sobie tych dwóch kolegów tego. Zaraz. Add to skład. Nie retire. Kurde. Bez jaj. Ile mogę ich wziąć? Ha. Tylko 3, dobra. W takim razie close. Wziąłem? Wziąłem. Mogę iść sobie już?
Wait for me, Nils. I'll get your back.
I'll wait as long as I can, but we can't risk leaving him with those explosives.
I'm on my way.
Gdzie mam bic?
Carter, head through the armory and take a left for the elevator. I'll send your team up to join you.
Armory, to tędy.
Damn it,
Pam. Nils, biegnę. Zaraz, bo Nilsa gdzieś zostawiliśmy, nie? Jadymy. Sky Ranger Ray. Bay. Ray. Tan. No to co, jedziemy na misję? Nie, coś tu się zepsuło. No, gdzie mamy dalej biec? Ej, zaraz, bo coś tu się świeci. Tan. Znajdźki, documents. O czym? All-base stuff. Czyli ogólnie o tym, o załodze. Da się tu biegać? Nie bardzo, widać, że kurna...
I'll handle this.
Zaraz, co się stało? Dlaczego on kazał wyjść wszystkim stamtąd? Niemożliwe, kurna, ze skrzydła szpitalnego kazał wszystkim opuścić, kurna, teren. O co chodzi? Proszę mi powiedzieć, dlaczego ja, kurna, wyciągnąłem broń? Że niby ktoś tutaj ma być? Krew. Krew. Więcej krwi. Ja pierdzielę, już się boję.
Oh, Christ, Nils.
Do not grieve. He died well.
Why? Why kill Nils? Why attack our world?
You do not understand. This world is no longer yours. But you will learn. Mosaic will teach you.
What the hell is Mosaic?
Mosaic is the truth that humanity shall come to know. It is unfortunate that you will not be here to witness it.
Yeah, well, I know one truth that you don't.
And what is that?
You're surrounded.
You're surrounded. Dokładnie.
Finish it off.
Przeskakuję.
Attack.
Taking the shot. Target
Ciul.
confirmed.
O kurna, małe gnojki przyszły. Niedobrze. Jak małe gnojki przychodzą, to jest kapa. O, dobra, tego tutaj. A ten rzuć sobie w to miejsce gdzieś. Bum! Ej, to nie była mina, przepraszam, to był scatter. A, czyli ten, oślepienie. Nieźle. Czy ktoś tam jeszcze został? Zostały te małe gnojki. To było oślepienie, czyli scatter. Nie było miny. Mam nadzieję, że miny później będą. Bitch.
He's worth more to us alive. Let's get him into custody. I got the infiltrator, Falk. Alive.
Good work. You and Agent Nils, report to...
Nils is dead. I told him to wait for backup, but he went in without me.
Understood. Meet me in ops. We've got work to do.
Oh, return to Director Falk. Widzę, że dzisiaj mało się działo, ale coś dowiedzieliśmy się na temat całego tego tutaj zajścia, a zwłaszcza ataku obcych. Oni twierdzą, że ten świat nie należy dłużej do nas. I Mojzak, tak? Dokładnie? Tak się nazywa ten gość? Czy coś? Pokaże nam prawdę.
You get him, Carter?
Yeah. I got him.
Oh, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Nils. He's gone.
Damn it.
I should have been there.
Listen, I gotta head out. Director's got us on a recon mission. When I get back, we'll raise a glass to Nils.
All right. Good luck, Agent De Silva.
I don't need luck. And the name's Nico. Will.
Dobra, już będę mówił do ciebie, Niko. Wiecie, co jeszcze mnie zastanawia? Skąd obcy wzięli się tutaj? Skąd oni się tu do jasnej cholery wzięli? Mam zielonego pojęcia. Co tam, panowie? Fajeczka, fajeczka. Ej, to były czasy, w których chyba palenie... O Jezu, jakieś ścinki. W których palenie... było dosyć popularne i kozackie. Teraz, w tych czasach, palenie raczej, jak ktoś nie pali, jest bardziej kozakiem. Jesteś Niemcem.
I assure you, Herr Falk will be glad that we spoke. After all, we shall need new weapons to fight this war, and my laboratory shall be where they are created. Any weapons you retrieve from the field, we will be glad to study and convert for your use.
You know much about these outsiders and their technology?
I have been working with Herr Falk for nearly as long as he has suspected their existence. And since the attack, I have had so much more material to study.
Try not to sound so cheerful, Doc. We lost a lot of good men that day. We just lost another.
I am sorry, William, but I hope to prevent more losses just as you do. In fact, I came here to give you this. Our first discovery.
Sure, but what is it?
The Ven brace was designed for close-range attacks to augment your fisticuffs. Against a wounded target, its effects can be devastating. But more importantly, it can be modified to allow the capture and use of the outsider weaponry.
This could have come in useful a few minutes ago.
Ah, but you cannot simply take their weapons. First, you must find one that has not yet been imprinted to the enemy's...
Every minute we waste could mean another life.
My apologies, William. Just take the brace, and I will let you know when it can help us.
Thanks, Doc. And maybe our new research subject can help with your next breakthrough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go speak with the director.
Thank you, William. Come back anytime.
Dostałem bransoletkę. Wreszcie mam swoją. Wreszcie mam swoją. Dlaczego mam taką dużą? Mam nadzieję, że jakiś ten mnie nauczy, jak to obsługiwać. Falk. Czy ty jesteś...
Agent Carter, your report.
Jaki raport? No gość zginął. Zabiłem obcego.
The bastard got Nils. This cannot happen again, Falk. Killing Nils? Christ, we're lucky that's all he managed to do.
Agent Nils' loss will be felt throughout the organization. But right now, we have bigger problems.
His loss? God damn it, we need to stop these bastards. And we need to do it now. Do you understand that?
Calm yourself, Agent. We all agree they have to be stopped. I believe that our best hope for doing so is to recover Dr. Alan Weir from Rosemont University.
No, what we need to do is put a stop to the enemy.
Agreed. And we can do both. There's been another attack. The target is Rosemont University.
A civilian target? Why?
Because Dr. Weir's research can tell us what the enemy wants, how they think, and how to stop them. We need him on the team if we want to survive. And you know better than anyone that surviving is the first step to striking back.
All right. Let's go get him.
Good man. When you're ready, bring up the tactical map on that terminal and your team will be dispatched. Make sure you've got everything in order around the base. Team selected, weapons set, no outstanding business. You never know how long you'll be out on a mission. Back at all.
I'm all too aware of that, sir.
Czyli tak, musimy sobie dobrać broń, musimy sobie dobrać drużynę, być pewnym, że wszystko już załatwiliśmy i dopiero później wziąć misję. Myślę, że... O, a co tam z komunikacją?
Yes, sir?
Thanks for the
No
information.
nic, myślałem, że coś ciekawego będzie miała jeszcze odnośnie tego. O, a co to jest? Note. Dobra, wiecie co? My sobie tutaj skończymy trochę wcześniej dzisiaj odcinek. Nie chciałbym zaczynać kolejnej misji, znaczy kolejnej. W tym odcinku sobie troszeczkę pochodziliśmy po tym całym zakładzie. Raczej kryjówce, można by było tak to rzec. Pozwiedzaliśmy, porozmawialiśmy, dowiedzieliśmy się czegoś przy okazji jak tworzyć grupę. No i... Aha, dowiedzieliśmy się od obcego, co od nas chcą. Dobra, w następnym odcinku pójdziemy sobie na kolejną misję, także dzięki za wasz czas, mam nadzieję, że się podobało, jeżeli tak to wiecie co robić. Komentujcie, subskrybujcie, oceniajcie, łapkujcie. Na razie, do usłyszenia, cześć.